It is 4 a.m. You are 7 years old, and you have just been ripped from your warm bed to fight for your life. Welcome to the Agoge. This isn't just school. It is a state-sponsored machine designed to break you down and build you back up as a weapon. Most kids didn't survive it. History tells us the Spartans were the greatest warriors on Earth, but they paid for it in blood. Today, we are running the gauntlet. We are going to walk through 4 deadly stages of Spartan training. I want you to keep a mental tally. Be honest with yourself. At which stage would you have rung the bell and quit? Let's see if you can survive breakfast. Level 1. The stripping. If you think you're keeping your identity, think again. The moment you enter the Agoge, everything you own is taken. You are issued exactly 1 cloak. That is your wardrobe for the entire year. Winter, summer, rain, or snow, you wear this one thin piece of fabric. And shoes. Forget about them. Spartans believed shoes made feet soft. To toughen you up, you are forced to march barefoot over the sharp, rocky terrain of Laconia. Your feet will bleed. They will blister. And if you limp, you are beaten. Tonight, you sleep on a bed of reeds you had to pluck from the Eurotas River with your bare hands. No knife allowed. If the reeds slice your fingers open, that's your problem. So, level 1 check-in. You're freezing, you're barefoot, and your hands are bleeding. Are you still here? Or do you want to go home to mom? Level 2. The hunger. If you survived the cold, now you have to survive the hunger. The Agoge deliberately starves you. You are given just enough food to not die, but never enough to feel full. Why? Because a hungry warrior is a desperate warrior. The instructors want you to steal food. In fact, it's a required course. You have to sneak into mess halls or nearby farms to steal cheese, meat, or bread. But here is the twisted part. If you steal successfully, you eat. If you get caught, you are whipped. Not for stealing, stealing is encouraged. You are whipped for being bad at it. Legend speaks of a Spartan boy who stole a fox to eat. When confronted by a master, he hid the live fox under his cloak. Rather than give up his prize and admit he was caught, he let the fox gnaw out his stomach until he dropped dead. That is the standard you are held to. Would you let the fox bite, or would you drop the cloak? Level 3. The Gauntlet. You've made it to your teenage years. You're tough, you're hungry. But now comes the spiritual test. This is the Diamastagosis. Once a year, at the temple of Artemis Orthia, cheese is placed on an altar. Your job is to grab it. The older warrior's job is to stop you with whips. This wasn't a hazing ritual. It was a religious ceremony. The altar demanded blood. Some boys were whipped so severely, they died right there on the temple steps. And the craziest part? You weren't allowed to cry out in pain. If you made a sound, it brought shame to your family. You have to walk forward, take the lashings, grab the cheese, and walk back with a stone face. Level 4. The Crypteia. If you are elite, the top 1% of the class, you get the final honor, the Crypteia. You are sent into the wilderness with nothing but a knife. By day, you hide in the hills. By night, you descend into the villages of the Helots, the enslaved population of Sparta. Your mission was simple and brutal. Stalk and kill the strongest Helots you could find to prevent rebellion. This wasn't training anymore. This was state-sanctioned murder. It was the final line between being a boy and becoming a Spartan monster. The verdict: barefoot marches, starvation, public whipping, midnight assassinations. The Agoge wasn't just school. It was a survival filter. So be honest, comment below. How long did you last? Did you quit at the barefoot marches? Did you ring the bell at the starvation phase? Or did you make it all the way to the Temple of Artemis? If you enjoyed this dive into the madness of history, hit subscribe. We explore the strangest sides of civilization every single week. I'll see you in the next deep dive.